honest, I didn't even know they were making movies with lesbian plots back in the 80s, like, other than the kind where all the lesbians end up in asylum getting lobotomies. Well, me, they were! And today we're gonna review one called Desert Hearts, which is actually one of the first movies to ever portray a lesbian relationship in film in a positive light. But like, it was the 80s. I mean, how lesbian could it be? Very lesbian. This movie is very gay, not just pretty gay for the times. Like, no, this movie is literally gay. Strap on. It's time for some lesbian movie review stew. Old Lesbian Movies edition. So the movie Desert Hearts is actually based on a book called Desert of the Heart by Jane Rule. It follows a recently separated professional woman as she stays at a ranch frequented by women going through a divorce. I put quotes around professional because this film makes a huge deal out of the fact that Vivian is an educated woman. It's not quite at the ain't no book learning woman coming into my place of house level, but they mention it so often, it might as well be. This movie is not a Western, but it is filled with horses and people and cowboy outfits. Right, well, that's enough plot. Let's get to the game. About 5 minutes in, right when the movie starts to bore you, a Shane-esque character named Kay Rivers comes screeching into the picture via her top-down convertible. Kay Rivers is the pseudo-stepdaughter of Frances, the old lady running the ranch Vivian Bell is staying at during her divorce thing. Kay has a little cottage on Frances's property in which Vivian somehow finds herself stumbling into the first morning of her stay at the ranch. I feel like this shag feathered look is a precursor to the lesbian mop cut that became a mainstay in the lesbian community during the 2000s. Oh my god, this is like the lesbian version of those 80s metal music videos where there's some chick in a bikini soaping up a car. Look at those jean shorts. If you just squint your eyes a bit, you can almost see the threads hanging off her jean shorts that spell Slayer. If there's any doubt at all whatsoever to the viewer that they are about to take in some sapphic content, this moment here where Vivian realizes Kay has a naked woman in her bed should dispel all doubt for the viewer.
Hi.
Hi. Hello.
Where's Kay? I'm here.
What? Hi! Man, bummer when your crush walks in and you got a naked chick in your bed.
You can go back to sleep. I'm sorry I wasn't alone.
Kay's like, just go back to bed, chick I banged last night. Don't be rude. I've got another chick here I'm trying to bang, so... just go back to sleep, chick I banged last night. Just don't mind me over here. I'm kind of busy with something new. So actually, can you call yourself a cab? Do cabs come out here? Can we? Is there a horse you can steal and take yourself home?
How you get all that traffic with no equipment? It's beyond me.
How'd you get all that traffic with no equipment? Gotta love a hillbilly. I just don't understand it. Are the greatest thing on earth. How could a woman be interested in another woman if neither woman has are the greatest? What are they doing? If they don't have, what are they in there playing chess with each other? What are they? What? I don't understand. What are they? What? Are they making cakes? Are they baking together? As the movie goes on, Vivian begins to realize that she wants something different for herself.
I want to be free of who I've been.
And your husband?
I want to be free of who I've been, specifically in a sexual nature, like who I've been sexually in the past. I want to be free of that. Just let me be free of that. Once you get into the thick of the movie, this plot line between Kay and her boss develops where he knows she's gay, but he doesn't care and still pressures her to be in a relationship with him. It's a very early example of the type of behavior that was brought to light with the Me Too movement.
Good morning.
Morning.
When was the last time you were on a horse?
Good morning! Say, when was the last time you rode a healthy Why don't you hop on my see how she rides, huh? Oh my god, these two gayest outfits make the whole movie worth a watch. They look like a two-man rodeo team that has sex with each other on horses or something. Holy, this is a hot kissing scene. Holy. I immediately went out to my car and waited for it to start raining so I could ask my wife to come out and make out with me through the window. I can't believe it took mainstream TV and movies like until 2 years ago to start showing queer kissing scenes, when this movie did it like practically during the caveman period. The sex scene is much more awkward than it is hot, which makes sense because this is Vivian's first time. Although there is this great nipple on nipple scene that gave me life. The second half of the movie was an absolute jaw dropper for me. I could not believe the amount of lesbian kissing and lesbian sex and touching and kissing and all kinds of stuff that this 80s movie showed. I was so impressed with this movie's portrayal. I went and looked up the director of the movie and was not surprised to learn that it was a woman named Donna Deitch. Deitch isn't just a woman though, she is an out lesbian, which made everything make sense about this movie. I know there are lots of different opinions on this subject, and it is a very relevant subject right now, but to me, there's just no denying when it's queer women writing, directing, producing queer content, there's just more authenticity in it. By the way, Jane Rule, the author of the book this movie is based on, was also a lesbian, although somewhat of a controversial out public queer figure. She vehemently opposed gay marriage, saying, quote, "We should be helping our heterosexual brothers and sisters out of their state-defined prisons, not volunteering to join them there." Conclusion. Desert Hearts is surprisingly progressive for something that was made 20 years before gay marriage was passed. I gotta say, older movies moved with such a slower pace than what I'm used to nowadays. I found myself at times wanting to swipe the screen up to get something new. But at the same time, there were scenes where the back and forth tone of the conversation almost felt like a conversation in a British movie or TV show. The way two people can carry on going back and forth with each other with a smile on their face, and they're not saying "F you," but they're basically saying "F you." The two leads are great. They have such great chemistry. This movie has such authenticity and, genuineness to it. But at the end of the day, it's such an 80s movie. When it first came on the screen, I was like, what happened to my TV screen, huh? Why is it all faded and not brightly colored? I kept wanting to get up and do other things while the movie was playing. Then a hot kissing scene would come on and I have to run back and rewind. But I do think it's a classic, and I'm putting respect on its name, whatever that means. I actually do think it's worth a watch. Kay, who is played by Patricia Charbonneau, is an absolute bombshell of a character. She's hot, she's intriguing, she's compelling, and she's relatable. So go and watch it. I was able to stream it on HBO Max. It is also available to rent on Amazon. Let me know if you've seen the movie, what your thoughts are on it. Special thanks to RC1, who suggested this theme and a number of old classic queer movies I have never heard of. I'm Amanda, this is my Really Gay YouTube channel, and I'll see you next video.